Good morning. Today is May 18th, 2023. Time is 7:45. This morning I woke up to my mother knocking on the car window as I was asleep in the car. She proceeded to hand me $60. 4 days ago, I asked her to loan me $20 or either $25. Today she gave me $60. I only asked to borrow $25. Today she gave me $60. My mother has always given as much as she can to me throughout my life. To support me as much as she could throughout my life. Not only with my music, but just in life. Sometimes I wish my parents had more knowledge about, more worldly knowledge. Our kids don't go to school learning about buying houses, financial well-being and stuff like that. They don't teach that. Sorry, y'all, the phone got overheated in the window. The time is 7:51. I had to let it cool off. Anytime my iPhone gets overheated, it'll shut itself off. Anyway, they don't teach about how to buy a house, financial well-beings, trade stocks, bonds, credit scores, how to buy a car, how to buy a house. They don't teach that shit in high school. At least they didn't teach us in high school. And before y'all get to talking about, that's just public school anyway. I went to public and private schools, and they didn't teach neither one. Not to my knowledge. If they would have, I probably would have gave a fuck about school. I learned at a very, very, very early age that I did not give a shit about school. I was an all honor roll student and everything all the way up to a certain grade point. I had some things to occur in my life that, and not even in my entire life, it took one summer. It was one summer. One summer I woke up and I realized y'all don't give a fuck about the youth. It only took one summer. And here's what happened. I went on a trip with my family members to Canada. And once I went to Canada and came back with my family, I was never the same again. Because I realized how much different not just the cultural upbringing, but just the quality of life in a whole nother country in comparison to America. And from that moment forward, I said, fuck school. Now don't get it wrong, don't get it twisted. I am not telling you all or anybody watching not to get an education. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is me growing up, And always being aware of the things that's going on around me. At the time, I didn't have a vocabulary. I was a child. I didn't know how to convey the things that I was seeing and what I understood. I was raised different. My parents wanted to keep me sheltered and all type of shit. They wanted me to stay in the house, stay on the porch. Don't leave off the porch. Don't make no new friends. Don't. And that summer, well, that wasn't the first summer. First summer, I went to Canada. Second summer, I can't even talk about the second summer. But by the third summer, I was off the porch for sure. I had some other things occur before that as well. Probably some trauma. Not even probably. I had a lot of shit to occur before that. A lot of trauma. But that ain't what we talking about right now. We talking about the fact that my mother, I only asked for $25 and she gave me $60. I'm thankful of both my mother and my father. Though my father is not, his quality of life has changed dramatically since having a stroke and having cancer. And my mother's quality of life has changed dramatically, being a diabetic, taking care of my father, you know. This whole me going to Dallas to begin with, not the first time, which is another story, but the most recent time was because I was taking care of my grandmother, my father, and my mother, all while trying to take care of myself and my son. That's another story in itself. My grandmother had dementia. It's just crazy shit. And the struggle built up on me. And I needed a vacation after my grandmother died. So I went back to Dallas. It was supposed to be for a vacation. I just never came back. But for those 2.5 years while I was gone, to top off everything that I already knew about the music industry, entertainment, and shit like that, I picked up a lot of knowledge on finances and financial stability and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's the reason why right now I'm not in debt. I don't have any debt. I have no debt on my credit score at all. No debt. My credit score just went up yesterday too. I'm not a poor nigga anymore. Now I'm a fair nigga. Let me stop. Because I ain't finna start. I'm not finna start telling a bunch of jokes. But I did want to get on here just to let y'all know I have updated everything. I was behind by 2 days on my posting, and I'm caught up now. Today, I'm caught up. And I got a lot of fucking grinding to do. I filled the car up last night with 438 miles worth of gas. And you know what? Today, tomorrow, and the next day, it's going to be one of them type of days where I do a lot of lifting and a lot of door dashing until I paid everything off with them folks. And then next week, I'll be financially free. Again. And then I'll start making profit. I don't have to go to the studio because the paint is wet. And honestly, the paint ain't wet. Semi-gloss dries pretty fucking fast. So if you ever buy a bucket of paint and thinking you just finna go and paint some shit and you fuck up, you better be ready to fix the fuck up right then and there. Cause that shit is on the wall. It ain't coming off. It dries fast and it's gonna be there. Paint and semi-gloss. Semi-gloss is some shit, boy. Fuck. I guess we can hustle up and get some LED lights today too while we at it, huh? I think so. Anyway, I'm gonna stay focused. We got money to make. Let's get to it, Wave Squad. I probably should go and put on some new clothes. Fuck it. I'm grinding. I'm gonna go put on some new clothes.